Virgo, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. We're going to connect with your energies for the next few days, the next few hours. Today is March 3rd, 2026, but whatever day this reading reaches you, that is the right day for you to receive this message. Don't forget to take what resonates, what applies to your situation, what doesn't, let it go. Also, it is important to check your rising and moon signs if you know them. Let's connect with master numbers coming through an angel's message. Well, it is number 8. And the archangel who accompanies us in this case is Uriel. He speaks to us about the entrepreneur. Great business opportunities will be accompanying you during these days. Great business opportunities can also be viewed as those significant goals you aspire to, which you will literally achieve during these coming days. Divine justice is currently at work within your lives, and that presence is now bringing about a necessary and total karmic adjustment. In fact, the number 8 holds a very high vibration when it comes to aligning with the justice of karmic wisdom and universal balance. And last, but certainly not least, there is a specific number that resonates within money. It vibrates precisely through your business negotiations, your various opportunities, and everything else that leads to experiences which will prove to be deeply enriching for you, specifically from the valuable perspective of the lessons they provide. Because obviously that has everything to do with the lesson that puts us in a position where you should also understand how to apply what you have learned so far. It is all about taking those previous experiences and putting them into practice when it really matters most for our story today. If you are currently facing a dilemma and cannot decide what to do, it is necessary to apply the wisdom you have gained from the past history of a situation similar to this one. You must look back at those lessons to navigate your current path with true newfound clarity. And there we are also applying the concepts of balance and karmic justice. It is truly a vital time for Virgo to organize or arrange everything related to paperwork, legal matters, and formal procedures. Furthermore, they should begin to refine their daily habits, improve their nutrition, schedule necessary medical checkups, and attend to all those other practical types of things that help keep their life running smoothly and efficiently. In fact, the eclipse happening in your sign today means that we will all, in some way, also live within this energy of tidying up various personal matters. It tells me that Archangel Michael is also working alongside Archangel Uriel to bring justice into your life. And the 8 also gives the possibility for businesses to thrive. Something appears in your life that brings greater abundance, prosperity, and also something that could be very beneficial for an environment. You must also understand that to connect with another person, if we are talking about the matter of love, you shouldn't be so demanding of yourself regarding your intentions with that person. Perhaps you are being far too demanding of yourself concerning them, and vice versa. It is important to be a little more flexible and find a way to ease the pressure you are placing on yourself. Let's see what the cards have to say now. These readings are for the collective. They may or may not apply to you. However, if you want to address a specific case or know what will happen for you in March, and there is actually a general March reading here on the channel, you can book a personal consultation with me through the website. You go in, click the link in your pinned comment, and you also have the address here in the video, and there you choose the reading you prefer. Well, here is telling us that dangerous situations are coming to an end. Why do I say dangerous? Because there is the 5 of Pentacles and also the Devil. Situations are literally beginning to align regarding exaggerated expenses you had to make that cost you some form of financial instability. Surely those financial difficulties you are, trying to overcome or figure out how to manage, I do not know, make some kind of arrangement. Archangel Uriel was already telling us that you are making that opening or negotiation to have possibilities to settle in. And sometimes the 5 of Pentacles and the Devil tell us that debts have been generated, for example, with state agencies, with people, which can even be karmic debts as well. And that is also what you are adjusting, but something that was holding you back so you can establish a routine or habits or bring those situations to light too, right? That made you feel weakened, even energetically. The 5 of Pentacles and the Devil are cards that combine very well when we are trying to understand what we should let go, what we are giving power to that is controlling us and causing our energy to be lost. Understand? The 5 of Pentacles is a card that speaks of lack, exclusion, and the struggle through hardship. It says, I have no luck. Everything happens to me. I lack stability, and things at home are not working as I wanted. Well, there are actually a whole lot of conditions that are like dissolving and clearing out of your life right now. These are the very things that enable you to drop your heavy chains and finally liberate yourself from what you perceive as that current moment of restriction or deep crisis, right? I think what this is trying to tell us is that you are in some way clearing up even the misunderstandings that may have caused those moments of instability that you were dealing with. When we talk about the devil in an economic context, the devil can make you focus intensely on the structure you want to achieve now and how you position yourself regarding material matters. It tells you that the great vibration is very strong, which will bring situations into your life that will also feel like major accomplishments in terms of material success. And we have the devil. The devil can really help you grab onto something solid and stable that you can work toward because you have material energy there. The devil is an extremely material card, isn't it? And it is telling us about that there. It could also be that some of you need to watch out for a partner who is being overly jealous, who is being too demanding, just as the first card indicated. Or perhaps we should see if that jealousy is well-founded, if we are letting gossip fill our heads, because next to the devil is the Page of Swords card. Let's not forget that the eclipse, the energy we're feeling right now, is going to stay with us for a long time, for several months. And very soon, it's also going to start revealing things to us. That's the moment people talk about when hidden truths surface and secrets finally begin to come to light. Sometimes things reach our ears that are perhaps not very clear, leaving us confused. That is why the Page of Swords is here, reminding us to stay alert. We must be quite intelligent regarding the information we allow into our lives, whether it comes from those close to us from social media or from the collective. We need to be careful about what we choose to believe and let affect our path forward. It's positive because we can easily get overwhelmed. Staying alert through the energy of the Page of Swords also means being vigilant for the opportunities being offered, the possibilities for economic change while calculating, adjusting, and planning. These are the moments that define how we move forward in life. You may also be a bit carefree, or rather neglecting emotional issues. That is not bad, because if you are focused on personal matters, which pertain to material issues that must be fixed right now, in this very moment, it is acceptable. You are prioritizing what needs to be handled immediately, and that is simply part of dealing with your current responsibilities. That gives you the possibility to do it and to be able, in a moment when you feel calmer, to communicate, talk, adjust, handle things in a different way, and do a bit of cleaning as well. Because the devil also helps us see that when we let go of relationships or situations that may be poisoning us, poisoning our energy, poisoning our vibe, our minds become so much clearer. It is at that precise moment that we remain fully alert, clearly discerning every issue within our immediate environment. We become capable of making deliberate decisions and even establishing a more meaningful form of communication with our partner. Or the same applies if we are intending for the person to come closer, because it may also be that Virgo is going through a situation where they feel bad because they are experiencing complicated situations with a relationship. And there, the teacher explained to us through Archangel Uriel that one really needs to become aware of how one is, in a certain sense, acting like a Virgo toward oneself and one's partner. It is truly essential to reflect on that dynamic, isn't it? You might be waiting for some type of delayed news. It does not mean the person is uninterested, but rather that there is some sort of personal situation going on as well. The person will be trying to get everything in place to appear at the right moment. Watch out for that. The World card, the Hermit card I held, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look, this is impressive. 3 major arcana cards appeared, and they are well connected and perfectly synchronized. Here is the shift in luck, because the 5 of Pentacles sometimes places us in that mindset or that feeling of bad fortune. It is truly a remarkable turn of events for us. And the Wheel of Fortune is quite the opposite. I would tell you to prepare for a change, to prepare for a new cycle, and to prepare for new opportunities. Once you set intentions for the adjustments you need to make, settle the accounts you need to settle, and feel a certain level of financial ease, you will complete something because you have the World card. The World opens doors and endless possibilities for you to do whatever you want, while also providing a sense of security. It is the impression one feels when settled, meaning when you are in a situation of stability or solvency. In the 5 of Pentacles, you are currently vibrating in that way, and you are not feeling that sense of security at all. So the arrangements are so great that there is a definitive solution to a major problem. In fact, there is a happy ending to a relationship, financial or personal situation where you complete your life, you can develop. And furthermore, whatever needs to be understood today should be understood through an agreement and a clear conversation, because the Page of Swords is present without gossip, without things interceding in good communication or the relationship, because that is also what I feel. There is the Hermit, your card. The Hermit speaks of seeking light, maintaining emotional intelligence when making decisions, and refusing to be influenced by an environment defined by a sense of lack. You might be trying to move forward and hold your head high, but it also depends on who you are with and who you are associating with. That doesn't mean you should close the door on everyone or stop seeing your lifelong friends or even break off a relationship just because that person isn't on the exact same path as you are, does it? It's all about finding balance, about prosperity, negotiations, and matters that expand you. Instead, look at the essence of that person. See if they align with a warrior of light like you are. If they align with a light like the one you possess right now, a light you are having precisely through a lot of karmic liberation. Then, midway through the year, it speaks to us of the joy born from what could be personal development, and from your own intention to be a light for others or a beacon in the darkness. But first, you must be your own beacon. Reaching that dark place is like the devil giving you a chance to realize that the decisions you make now will finally break the chains that led you into that darkness in the first place. It tells me that you are at a point where you are eager to start over, where you understand that beginning again and letting yourself be guided by the change that leads to balance gives you a strong desire, a truly strong desire to change course, a path that leads you directly to happiness. Let us see what the angels tell us, what message they send. For the angel of letting go, you must detach from something. It is the end of something that frees you, including the end of pain and forgiveness. It is time to detach yourself from what causes you harm. Well, the crisis is doing its job, guys. It is time to let go, to forgive. It is a way of releasing to keep walking lighter without burdens that make us feel the weight. How lucky that you have the Hermit, who really helps you work through that. Free yourself from the pain and anguish of the past. We are addressing karma. What had to happen occurred, and what cannot be changed, I assure you, was perfect for your soul and karmic evolution. Do not fight to hold on to anyone anymore, anyone. Let go to let come. New situations and people who bring you true happiness want to enter your life. The Wheel of Fortune suggests you connect with Archangel Uriel, Archangel Miguel, and also with the divine Archangel Jeremiel for guidance. Do not perform any rituals. Do not set intentions for any rituals today, tomorrow, or the next day. Wait 3 days after the eclipse before you start any ritual. Trust that I love you very much. Please do not do this right now. You can wait.